Hello everyone, am I audible? Hello, welcome to our channel. Am I audible? Please reply. Am I audible? Please respond. Am I audible? Is my sound clear? Is my voice clear? Can you hear me? If anyone there, then please reply. Can you hear me? After a long time, I'm again live on this channel. So, please tell me if anyone is with me or not. Hi. Is anyone there? I think, yeah, Radhika. Hi. So, is the voice clear? Is my voice clear, Radhika? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, so should we start or should we wait for a little bit? Okay, Radhika, you visit my channel frequently. You comment very frequently. So, Radhika, where are you from? From which state? Anyone else? Please respond then. If anyone else is live with me today, please respond. Okay, so should we start? Should we start our first question? We are today going to solve the previous year questions of GAT-B or JNU-CEB 2019. Okay, so we will solve only physics and maths. Maybe today we will solve only maths or only physics, so or both. So let's see how many we can solve today in 1 hour approx. So please respond, guys and girls. How many of you today with me? Only Radhika, no one else. So should we start solving? So I think I should start. I think so. No one else, right? Hi. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Please tell me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Please tell me. Am I audible now? Please respond. The network was bad for some time. Okay, hi Tamanna. Okay, so should we start? Okay, so let's start. Hi Aishi. Okay, good. Then let's start. The function y equal e to the power minus 5x is a solution of which of the following differential equations? Option A, d2y dx2 plus dy dx plus 10y equals 0. Option B, d2y dx2 plus 4dy dx minus 5y equals 0. Option C, d2y dx2 minus dy dx plus 5y equals 0, and option D, d2y dx2 minus 4 dy dx plus 5y equals 0. So the system here is that I will give some time to you to solve this by your own, and then we will I will solve it in front of you and we will match our answer. Okay, so tell me if you can solve it or not. Can you solve it? Radhika, Tamanna, Aishi, Can you solve it? If yes, then say yes or give me the answer. Which is the correct option here? A or B or C or D? Which is the correct option? Radhika, Tamanna, Ashi, which is the correct option here? Please respond. Which is the correct option here? Okay, so I think I should start solving, right? Or you will, or I should wait for your answers. Okay, so let's wait a little bit and then let's start solving. So please respond if you can. Shit. If you can answer it or not. Which one is the correct answer? If the connection is again poor, then please tell me. If you can hear me, then please tell me that yes, you can hear. I am audible. Please tell me. Okay, I think I should start solving, right? Or should I wait? I don't know. So let's start solving. Okay, so let's start solving. Let's not wait. Let's start solving. Yeah. So we have y given as y equal e to the power minus 5x, right? So what we need to do is first differentiate y once with respect to x. Why? Because we have the differential equation now. d2y dx2 plus dy dx plus 10y equals 0, or the coefficients of d2y dx2 or dy dx or y are different. Okay, but in each option the required thing is dy dx and d2y dx2. So let's find dy dx. Okay, so what is dy dx? It is derivative of y with respect to x. That is d dx of e to the power minus 5x, right? So d dx of e to the power minus 5x is, first the coefficient of x will come out, that is minus 5 times d dx of e to the power minus 5x. That is, if we take the derivative of exponential, then it will just come out, that is same e to the power minus 5x, right? So we have found dy dx. Now next, what we will find? d2y dx2, right? And what's that? That is d dx of dy dx, right? So we have dy dx, so we will write as d dx of dy dx, that is minus 5 e to the power minus 5x, right? So minus 5 is constant, so it will come out, and we will differentiate e to the power minus 5x, right? And we know the differentiation, that is this thing, okay? Or I should write it for you, d dx of e to the power minus 5x, right? So it will return us minus 5 times minus 5 e to the power minus 5x, right? And minus 5 times minus 5, right? That is plus 25. 5 times 5, 25, and minus minus plus, so plus 25 e to the power minus 5x. Okay, so it gives us d2y dx2 equal 25 e to the power minus 5x, and we have the options as d2y dx2 plus dy dx plus 10y, or we can say that the coefficient of d2y dx2 is 1 each time, right? So we can write it as 1 into d2, the coefficient of e to the power minus 5x is always 25, right? Is 25. So 1 into 25 plus or minus, let us just take plus. Okay, we don't know the coefficient of dy dx, but we know the value of dy dx, that is minus 5, right? And we don't know the correct coefficient of y, right? But we know the value of y, that is 1 times e to the power minus 5x, that is 1 here, and this whole into e to the power minus 5x. If you are confused what I am doing, let me clear it for you. See, in y we have e to the power minus 5x, in dy dx we have e to the power minus 5x, in d2y dx2 we have e to the power minus 5x. So first what we are doing is we are taking e to the power minus 5x common from all these three terms, that is from d2y dx2, dy dx and y. We are taking e to the power minus 5x common, okay, and that is equal to 0, right? Because we are forming the differential equation, so it is equal to 0. Now what we don't know is the which would be the coefficient of dy dx and y. Is it 1 or 4 or minus 1 or minus 4? And coefficient of y, is it 10 or minus 5 or plus 5 or what? Okay, so let's first so we have first taken the coefficient of d2y dx2 as 1, okay, and the we have multiplied the value of d2y dx2, that is the coefficient of e to the power minus 5x as 25, okay, plus or minus, let us put here plus minus, okay, plus minus something, that is the coefficient of dy dx into the value of dy dx, or the coefficient of e to the power minus 5x, that is minus 5, we have put it here, okay, plus or minus something, that is the coefficient of y into the coefficient of e to the power minus 5x in y, that is 1, okay, and into or whole into e to the power minus 5x equals 0. So we have formed the differential equation, but we don't know what is in these unknown brackets, right? Now we know that this left hand term, that is 1 into 25 plus something into minus 5 plus or minus something into 1 is equal to 0, right? So it's a shortcut method, right? So that is, we can write it as 25 plus minus 5, that is again plus minus 5, or we can write it as minus plus 5 plus minus 1, right? And here we have something, right? So see, it's very easy that if we put this 4 in this bracket, okay, I think I should change the color, blue, okay. So if we put this 4 in this bracket, and if we put 5 or minus 5, actually minus 5 in this bracket, that will give us 25 minus, we are taking the first option, right? 25, plus, not minus. Why should we take minus, right? So 25 plus 4 into 5 minus, here minus 5 into 1, right? And that gives us, okay, sorry, it should be minus, not plus. It's minus. So 25 minus 4 into 5, we are taking the first option, not second one. Yeah. So 25 minus 4 into 5 minus 5 into 1, that is equal 0, right? So the coefficient of dy dx and d2 and y are this option B, that is plus 4 and minus 5. So this is our required equation, right? So I hope this is clear to you, and you can actually this question doesn't need so many calculation. If you were clear about how to solve it, then you can easily solve this by without any calculation even. So I hope it is clear to you, and if you have any doubt, then you can of course tell me in the chat section. So have you any doubt, any of you? Please tell me. Or should I go to the next question? Should I go to the next question? Radhika, Tamanna, Aishi, have you any doubt, or should I go to the next question? Should I go to the next question? I have mentioned each and every step as much in a as much explanation I could give you. I gave. If you have any further doubt, then you can tell me. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, this is our second question today. If the sum of n terms of a sequence is given by the expression Sn equal 3n square minus 4n, then what is the nth term of the sequence? Option A, 3n minus 1. Option B, 2n minus 1. Option C, 6n minus 7. Option D, 6n minus 5. So, tell me if you can solve this by your own, or should I solve it now? Please tell me, can you solve it? Which is the correct answer here? Which is the correct option? Is it A or B or C or D? And also tell me how should you proceed to the solution. Actually, this question is very easy, though it seems to be a little tough maybe to you, but it's really very easy. Just a little concept. Okay, so should I proceed to the solution? Should I start to solve the question? Okay, so let's solve it. So we have, first change the color. Okay, so we have Sn equal 3n square minus 4n, right? That is, Sn is the sum of n terms of a sequence, okay, and we don't know how the sequence looks, right, or how the sequence gives the sum as Sn, but we know that, or we can assume that the sequence is like this: T1, T2, T3, T4, ... That is, we can assume the terms of the sequence as T1, T2, T3, T4, ... Tn, where T1 is the first term of the sequence and Tn is the nth term of the sequence. Okay, so we have assumed that T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 plus Tn is equal to Sn, right? That is, if we take the sum of n terms, first n terms, then we will get it as Sn, and that is Sn equal T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus Tn, right? So we can write this Sn as 3n square minus 4. Okay, we don't need to write it any other way, but we can calculate S1 from Sn. What is S1? S1 is the sum of first one number, right? If Sn is the sum of n numbers, first n numbers of the sequence, then S1 is the sum of first one number of the sequence. That is, now first one number of the sequence, sum of first one number. What this means? This means S1 is directly equal to T1. That is the first number of the sequence, right? S1 is directly equal to T1, right? Now we don't know T1, right? But we know S1. How? We have Sn equal 3n square minus 4n. So if we put n equal 1, then we will get S1. So it is by n equal 1, putting n equal 1, right? So 3 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 is equal 3 minus 4, right? That is equal minus 1. Similarly, what is T2? Do we know T2 or not? Okay, first let us write S2. Now what is S2? S2 is equal to T1 plus T2, right? That is, S2 is the sum of first two terms of the sequence. That is S2 equal T1 plus T2. We have T1, that is equal minus 1, right? Now let's do T2. Let's do S2, that is T1 plus T2. Now what we don't know T2, so we cannot add T2 with T1 because we don't know. But we know S2, similar to the previous case, that is 3 into 2 square minus 4 into 2. Okay, that is 3 into 4, that is 12 minus 4 into 2 is 8, that is equal 4. So we know that T1 plus T2 is equal to 4. Okay. Now from here, what we are going to do? We are going to calculate from these options which is our Tn. So we need to find what is nth term of the sequence, right? That is, we need to find Tn. What is Tn? So how to find Tn? Let us first see if we put n equal 1, does it gives us minus 1? That is, if we put Tn equal 3n minus 1, okay, and if we put n equal 1, then what we get is 3 into 1 minus 1, that is equal 2. So it is the wrong option. So option A is wrong. So next is option B, 2n minus 1. See, it's even we don't need to calculate because our first term is negative, that is -1, and we can only get that if the first term is greater than the second term. See, n is only in the first term, right? In the first term, in each of these options, n is in the first term, and second term is independent of n. So if n equal 1, what we'll get? We will get for first option 3 minus 1, that is greater than 0, 2 minus 1, that is again positive, 6 minus 7, it gives us -1, and 6 minus 5, it is again greater than 0, that is positive, right? So only option we can get is option C, 6n minus 7. Even we don't need to calculate S2, we don't need to see S2. Okay, this is not even required. Okay, so from only from calculating S1, we are getting the correct option, and that is option C, Tn equal 6n minus 7. Okay, so I think I should end today's class here, because I think there is a network issue and you are not able to focus, right? Yeah, there is a network issue. So let's do today's class tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow at same time we will be live. I will be live, and we will solve more questions of GAT-B 2019 and many more years. So I think today I should finish here. Okay, Shubhodip. Hi, Shubhodip. Yes, ma'am. What do you mean by yes, ma'am? Should I stop here or should I continue? Should I stop here or should I continue? What do you say? Okay, I think I should stop here, and yeah, network issue, yeah. Okay, then I think I should stop here, and let's be live tomorrow same time at 6:30, or I think I should be live on 7. Okay, please tell me which time is preferable for you. Is it 6:30 or 7? Okay, you can tell me in the comment section later. So let's stop today's class, end today's class here, and let's go for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow 7 p.m. Okay, fine, done. So let's end today's class, and if you are new today, Shubhodip, then don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you can get all the updates of upcoming videos or live classes. And if you like today's class, then don't forget to click on the like button, and you can share these links of live classes and recorded videos with your friends so that they also can get help from these classes. So let's end today. Ta-da!